For the next week, I'll be living in a temple in South Korea. It's always been my dream to live in a temple. Let's see if it's still gonna be my dream after these 7 days. Here we go. It's pretty nice, modest apartment. It's gonna be my home for the next week. Gonna be one more person here, so it'll be fun. Really looking forward to it. First time doing it for so long, so just gonna approach it with an open mind and we'll see how it goes. So this is the clock. I actually had to borrow it because I don't want to use my phone at all. So that's how I'm gonna make sure that I make it on time for meditation and all that. So it's pretty fun. So I should start by saying why I actually wanted to do such a retreat or temple stay or however we want to call it. So I've been wanting to do this for a long time. Actually, my dream when I was young was to go to China and first of all to study Chinese medicine and second of all to become a Tibetan monk. It never happened fully, but this was an opportunity to make it happen. So I found a way to do it. There's a website, I'm going to share it later. And you just find a temple stay that you want to do. So there was one in the south of South Korea. I signed up. Usually people just do it for a day or two, but I wanted to do it for longer. So I did it for a full week. And why I did it? I just wanted to decompress. I just wanted to do nothing, no phone, no media, just nothing and just being. I also, as part of it, I decided to not talk at all for 5 days. I just wanted to see how it's going to be if I'm not talking. And also for 3 days, I wanted to do a fast. I wanted to do it partially to see how it's going to affect my body, but also my mind and just how I'm going to feel. I did 36-hour fast before, but I wanted to do a longer one. So I decided to do a 60-hour one, which turned out to be a pretty long one. And it turned out to be one of the most influential weeks of my life. So in this video, I'm going to walk through the program and I'm going to tell you what I learned, how it all went, and how you can also do that. Okay, so every day we would wake up at 5 a.m. You wake up, there are these sounds, the Buddhist gongs and everything. Then you have to walk up a really steep hill. And then because at 5:30, there is a morning prayer, ritual, meditation with the monks and with others. So you wear the clothes. Of course, the whole time we only wear the same clothes. You can see here, we looked pretty amazing, I think. It just makes you live really simply because you have your one pants, you only change t-shirts, but then you have the vest. So it's pretty much the same thing every day. And it just keeps your mind free and you don't really have to think about things. So that was amazing. After the morning prayer and ritual, we go and do morning meditation, just walking around and just walking really slowly and really mindfully. I was really enjoying that. And sometimes we had the dog there. It was like a guardian of the temple. Every morning and every evening, he would go with the monk around just to check if everything is okay. So that was really amazing. And from the walking meditation, we walked straight to breakfast. Breakfast and food in general was amazing. I loved it. I could live there. I could eat it every single day. So it was food 3 times a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And it was only vegan food. There was no leftovers, so you had to finish everything or it would be reused the next day. So let's say we had some kimchi there or some vegetables, tofu, whatever. So if there was some leftovers, they would use it and to create something for the next day, which was amazing, no waste. Every time you would have to clean after yourself. We were sitting on the ground, we were with others, talking to others, and or just like focusing on the food and on eating. Before you would eat, there was a prayer. You express gratitude for just having food on the table. So that was also really nice. So as you can see, the food was amazing. A lot of beans, a lot of vegetables, all plant-based, some tofu, and just the combination that they would make it was amazing. One of my favorite was mushrooms with some other vegetables and some sauce. It was just so delicious. I had to stop myself from overeating on the days I was eating because it was just really, really delicious. And that made the fasting much harder because I was fasting for 8, I believe, meals or maybe 10. So that was really tough to see just like others enjoying the food, and me, well, I wasn't there, but like I knew that people are enjoying it, so that was pretty tough. So after breakfast there was around 2 hours to just do nothing, to do whatever people wanted to do. The only thing that I was doing was just sitting or laying down. I had my notebook and a pen and water, and I would just sit by the water, or I would just meditate, or I would just let my mind be and think. And I wrote a lot. There was a lot in my mind, so I think I wrote about 20 pages, just whatever was in my mind at the moment. And yeah, it really created some interesting thoughts in my mind. So after a couple hours of just being, the next thing we had Sunmudo training, which is one of the martial arts, and the temple where I was staying in, it's the world headquarters of it. So we would do an hour of some stretching or some exercising, depending on the teacher. So sometimes it was really, really hard, or on the master. Sometimes it was really hard, sometimes it was pretty easy. The last couple of days were extremely difficult, like a full monk training. So I really enjoyed that. I was pretty dead the next day, but I really enjoyed that.
Now you roast. Next time you didn't roast. Cool. Don't give up.
After the training, we would go to a little tea monastery, or just like a little building. We would just drink tea, talk to the monk, and just sit on the ground and yeah, just drink tea. It was really nice. And then we headed to lunch. And same with breakfast and dinner. It was very, very similar for all the meals. Just lunch and dinner were a little bit heavier, or there wasn't like actual meal. And what was interesting, so as I said, I couldn't, or I didn't want to speak for 5 days. So every time somebody wanted to talk to me, I had this little note that I would show them, like what my name is. I'm David, and that I'm doing a silent retreat for a few days. And then they would understand and maybe like bow to me, or just like be there with me. So that was pretty cool. I felt a little strange at the beginning, but then I was like, okay, I mean, this is what I want to do. This is what I'm doing. So hope they understand it. I'm not gonna break my silence because of that. So and it was fine. Everybody understood, so it was fine. Again, just my mind going places, but that was fine after a few days. So after lunch, there was a few hours of no program. So often I would just go somewhere on the hill, or just somewhere where there was no one. And again, I would have my pen and paper and just write, think, meditate, or be. And after a few days, especially during the fast, it was getting really hard in my mind because I just wanted food. And I actually had dreams about food. Every time there was food, I was like, oh, like I really want something. But then every time I would just go more into the present moment, and just turn out to be just fine. And I could see that I don't need to speak, I don't need to eat, and I can just be, and it's fine. So that was good, and yeah, a lot of interesting realizations was coming to my head. At 4:30, we had another training, again dependent on the master, sometimes easier, sometimes more difficult. And then we had 108 prostrations. It was really, really hard. Your knees hurt, it was pretty warm there, so you start sweating, and it's just like, it's pretty tough, but it's supposed to cleanse your mind and your body. So I did it every single time, and it was good. So after 108 prostrations, we would head to dinner, which was amazing on the days that I was eating, because you were really hungry after the exercise and after that. But on the days where I was not eating, it was really hard because I just wanted some food. So then I just had to take some breaths, drink some water, and just try to get through it. And then basically until the evening, same thing. I would often go for an evening walk, just to see what's there, and just to go in the nature, do again meditation. I guess I would meditate like 4 or 5 hours a day, and then go to bed pretty early, around 8:30, 8:45, so then I can wake up early the next day.
It's super peaceful here. It's my last day today. I'm really gonna miss this place. I'm walking up to the big Buddha to say bye, to just express my gratitude, because it's been amazing. The moment's good. Enjoying the moment, and that's what this place is all about. As you can see, it's quite a hike. This is what we have to walk every single morning at 5 a.m. for the morning chant, for the morning meditation, for the walking meditation. Not complaining, but yeah, it's you break a little sweat, but then the view, it's worth it. Almost there. Look at the sunset. Beautiful. So the big Buddha behind me. I'm here in my clothes. No, I'm not a worker. That's how it might look like. But this is my temple clothes. I'm gonna show it properly. This is the temple clothes. It's all you get. One piece here, one piece there, and pretty solid view. Not complaining. Just being here, kind of looking back the last week and seeing what it brought me, and yeah, just enjoying the moment here.
And that was the program. I mean, it was simple. Every single day was the same. I met some really interesting people. So after 5 days, I started talking. So there was a guy from Germany. He was there for weeks. Then there was a local guy. He was actually he was training to become a master. Then there was a French woman that was already a master. So I got to talk to all of them, and it was amazing.
I just talked to the people that train and live here, and they told me that I should stay here longer and that I can stay for free, which actually doesn't sound bad at all. I mean, not right now. I got places to be and things to do, but the idea of being in a place like this, surrounded by the nature, great people, great energy, and really working on the physical body and the mind, helping around and doing it for a couple months, sounds incredible. So maybe eventually that's something that I could do. Yes, I know I'm saying it now, I'm still here, but I think it really planted a seed in my mind that it doesn't have to be here, but somewhere really going deep on the physical and on the mental, because healthy body, healthy mind. And I mean, I saw myself the first day here super inflexible, feeling terrible. Then the last day, now like feeling amazing, feeling light. And why not feel like that every single day? So yeah, let's see. But so happy to be here.
So here you can see a video as I'm breaking the silence. I'm talking my language in Czech, and I'm saying that I'm just saying laugh, basically. And it was really hard to start speaking, because after a few days of no speaking, it just like, the first sound going out, I said nothing. So it was just like, just weird, like you're speaking. I felt like speaking for the first time, and yeah, it was pretty nice.
Laska, the first word spoken.
So talking to people after a few days of not talking was really amazing. I really enjoyed that. But I have to say that this wasn't the craziest takeaway. I mean, there were still things going in my mind, so it kind of felt like I'm talking. So I'm fine not talking out loud. But the fasting, that was definitely a huge takeaway, because one thing that I wasn't expecting happened, or it's like my first ever aha moment. So there was the second day, and I was already super hungry and just like tired, and it felt like my body is just like wondering what's going on. Why is there no food coming in? And there was a point in the afternoon where I just wanted to stretch. Body was just telling me to stretch, so I was like, okay, let's stretch. And I wasn't very flexible. I wasn't stretching a lot before, but when I started stretching, I was amazed. I mean, nothing was hurting me. Like, I could do things that I could honestly have never ever done in my life. Like split, not like full splits, but like really close. And just like all the pain and like all the tightness and everything just like disappeared. So then I was wondering, like, how is it possible? Is it the food that I'm eating? It's like hard on the muscles. So should I eat cleaner, or should I eat less, or was it something else? But it was just, it's hard to explain it. I mean, you have to experience it, but it was crazy. Like, it was crazy. So overall, I'm super grateful that I got to do this. It was a massive thing for me. Just like, it was very productive in a way, because it showed me a lot of things. I had a lot of realizations, and it just took my consciousness, my mind to try a different thing. And yeah, I mean, I learned so much about myself, especially, and just, yeah, about the world, about nature, about breathing, and super grateful for that. It wasn't even that expensive, so the logistical part, so it was around 20,000 won, I believe around $70 per night, which is not too bad. I actually wanted to do a temple stay in Japan, but that was hundreds of dollars. Didn't really feel like doing that. But yeah, I was there for a week, and yeah, I mean, it was great, and I definitely recommend it. The website is, you can go down in the description if you ever want to do that. And yeah, that's something that I'm gonna incorporate into my life, and I've already done it. I actually did last week here in the Czech Republic. Every month, every 3 months, probably longer. So every 3 months, I'm going to do a longer retreat. Sometimes it's going to be just a deep work retreat where I'm just going to lock in something. Sometimes it's going to be fasting, sometimes just in the nature, sometimes I'm hiking. But just the point is, every few weeks or few months, have taken a few days offline of just being and just changing the routine. I think it has a massive, massive power. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll maybe hope I inspire some of you to do this. I definitely do recommend it. You don't have to go to Korea to do this. You can just go to nature for 2 nights, take a tent, go to nature, just camp in the middle of nowhere, or book an Airbnb in the middle of nowhere, turn your phone off, text your friends that you're going to be offline for 2 days, and bring your own food, eat well, and just meditate for a couple hours a day, or just walk around in nature and see what's going to give you, because believe me, it's gonna change your life. And if you're a freelancer, a digital nomad, or just someone that's traveling around and working, and you want to stay productive, you want to stay grounded, you want to create some systems so you actually enjoy the freedom and you can grow your business as you travel, I put together a Nomad focus system, which includes all the tools that I use to stay productive on the road. I can do it anywhere the systems travel with me, because the problem is, you get to a new place, the routine changes, the system is designed for it to work anywhere, from any place, and now even offline. So if you want it, grab it for free in the description, and I'm gonna see you in the next video.
Bye bye, Golgulsa. Next adventure, here we go.